Well, hello and welcome, everyone. We are the Shills, a group of YouTube creators and debunkers coming together for live roundtable chats, live debunks, guests, and lots more. Tonight, we got a great show, a little bit of rebooking, but oh yeah, it is coming. We've got Ragical the Unhallowed night sitting in, so you know we're kicking the silly up to 10, 11, fuck, let's go for 12. And we got the casual Spaceman sitting at the table as one of the good Shills of the night. So what do you say, folks? Let's just kick right to it, get around the table and see what every one of these absolutely cool people is up to. And on my list, I've got AB Science. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, everyone. Good tonight.
What's happening in the world of AB Science? What's cool your way these days?
Well, as per usual, steadily working away on some scripts, and well, I just ran a little experiment with a new feature for my channel, which worked out really great from the feedback. And then there is some interesting stuff which is really getting close to finally happening. But a natural disaster or two has actually meant that we need to postpone it a little bit.
Oh man, you got me on the edge of my seat. I can't wait. And I gotta say, the Nerdline News, unbelievably cool new segment. Oh, please keep it up. That was amazing. So let's look around, and we got Anti-Flatter coming in from the future. Buddy, how's it going?
Hey, my bro. I can everything's sort of okay here. As you might know, we had a wee bit of a break-in, so we're trying to upgrade our security.
I was going to say, how did that cat pull that off? And the team, like everybody over at headquarters, must be freaking out.
Mate, did you see that guy's face? Of course he was let in. Charmed his way through.
Terrible. You're going to have to do something about those things. But, you know, for getting the footage up on the channel and sharing it with us, fantastic job, man. You did great.
Well, we figured it was going to be leaked anyway, so we might as well take the charge and leak it ourselves.
Well done. Right on. And I know somebody who always comes in like a absolute steamroller. Let's hear from Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey.
Oi, fucking oi.
Buddy, how are you?
I'm brilliant, mate. Absolutely banging, innit? Back again.
Oh, loving it. Yeah, and you've got some action going your way. What's new, man?
Well, I've asked for a hot steaming cup of Jeff Spiker to look at Red Pill's angle on school being a prison and some other dumbass video. Columbia with Kev and the Sarcastic Spaceman.
Oh, we lost him. There he is.
Truth is not hand and animal debunk, but that's going to take a while because it's loads of us. So, you know, they take a while.
Oh, you're zoning out.
And I'll say hello to Global Mum, Hannah Anderson, Marcus Dresden, and Jay at ETC, and everyone else.
Nice. Right on. You're kind of dropping in and out on us there. Check your connection, dude. Try to make sure you're good and clean. It's just going to be one of those afternoons, maybe. Let's see how it goes. We got to get to Kevin Kennedy, DeadKennedyInSpace. How are you, man?
Ahoy, ahoy. How is it Jutmonk is the only one here who seems to have the ability to, like, transcend dimensions when his connection messes up? He's always speaking twice at once. It's amazing.
The connection he gets is unbelievable. It must have something to do with our NASA contacts, I'm figuring.
Of course. And I'm doing pretty good. So, if everybody saw... last night was the end of 33 UC. I don't expect to see that guy anywhere anymore at all. I think he's kind of done on social media. And I also put out the part 2 of Riley's paper, and I don't know how many parts it's going to take to get through it, but I'm getting there.
I'm loving the coverage because it's really in depth and it's really deep. And, you know, if you guys want a really, really good laugh at Riley in that quote unquote paper, you've got to check out DeadKennedyInSpace's channel because he's just ripping it apart. It's amazing, everybody. It's awesome. And let's get to our man at the pub, Sarcastic Barman. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, you all right, everybody? What have I missed? I had to run away and sort some pub stuff out. Guests not wanting to leave. How rude.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? At least make sure you lock the door behind them and get back to the table. So what's happening in your world these days?
All good. I need to work on my videos for next week for more stupid conspiracies. That I might take a little break out and do some flat earth stuff. Even though it's a stupid conspiracy, it deserves some attention to itself because there's still so many nut jobs out there. But otherwise, I'm not too sure at the moment what to do. But yeah, life is good.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, man. Sounds like you're in a happy mood, and that makes everybody else happy too. Now, something you absolutely need in the morning when you wake up around these parts is a good steaming cup of reason. Jeff, how are you, buddy? What's happening?
Well, hello, Dick. How are you?
I'm good, man. Are you feeling better? I know you've been a little under the weather. Things coming around for you?
Yeah. I've been fighting a pretty tough cold and suffering a bit of the Chinese disease, but I'm getting better.
Excellent. You all set and ready to knock down some stupid with some really good guests tonight, buddy?
Oh, always, brother, always.
Cool. Right on. Well, he's made it. He's feeling good, and we're all the better for it. It's awesome. And let's go to the ace in the hole that always knows what to do. We've got Aimee Hogan with us tonight. Aimee, how you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Oh, good here. Everything's great. Geared up. Going to be an awesome show. You've got a little knowledge of the background and what we'll be looking at. Looks like good stuff coming, doesn't it?
It sure does.
All
I can't
right,
wait.
awesome. And everybody in the chat there, all you have to do is at the Shills. Amy's on the call. She'll make sure that we get what we need. And, well, you know, depending on how fast you guys do, she'll catch up as good as she can. What are you going to do, right? And we're rocking and rolling. We've got our producer, Mr. Tattie-Bogle, hanging in the back. How you doing, buddy? What's happening? Did I catch you off? There he is. How's it going?
Aye, not too bad, man. Not too bad. I'm frantically pressing buttons and turning pedals here, man. Having fun though. Looking forward to this tonight.
All right, awesome. Yeah, when we came into this, everybody watching, we had a couple issues that were just one of those things. Something that always worked didn't work, and we had to really shuffle to get ready. And Tatty nailed it, just like always. Awesome, done. Now we've got the casual spaceman sitting in as one of the good brother Shills tonight, buddy. How are you? What's happening in your world?
Hello, Dick. I'm a bit tired, but I'm buzzing to be on the show. So thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. We love having you on. And anything cool and new brewing up in the world of the Spaceman you can tip us off to?
Well, I'll tell you what's been going on my channel is rockets. Great, big, fat, juicy, throbbing rockets. That's what's been going on.
I'm getting one just hearing it.
The bigger, the better. No, as you probably know, SpaceX with the Starship, huge, great big thing, going to be testing soon. Had a presentation last week, Elon Musk. I think a lot of you probably saw it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, great big rockets. That's what's going on my channel. There's going to be some more launches for their Starlink system and all the rest of it. So I'm looking forward to that. There's probably lots more going on. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing between then and now, but we'll think of something. And I had something planned with Jut and oh blimey, and the Conspiracy with their new channel. Yep. So we'll reschedule that. That was cancelled the other week, but we'll reschedule that at some point when it's convenient. So we'll see what's happening. Awesome. But at the moment, it's just big, fat, juicy rockets.
Nice. DeadKennedyInSpace wanted to hit you up with a question here.
Yeah, Spaceman, is it just me, or does Starship legitimately look like a spaceship from the future finally?
It does, doesn't it? Think of Rin Tin. Think it was it Tintin rocket. What you'd think of that? Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, I agree with you totally.
I just love that we're now in that era, because like before, spaceships have always been very like utilitarian and kind of boring to look at, but this thing is cool.
Yeah. Wait until you actually see the Mark III. It's going to be like a single weld, so it would just be like one big shiny thing, rather than sort of like the panels of the Mark I test you see at the moment. So it's going to look awesome. And wait until then, it's been put on top of the booster as well, and it's going to be 25 feet higher than the Saturn V. It's going to be more powerful than the Saturn V. This thing is freaking huge.
And trust me, take it from someone who's from the future. Once you see this thing ready to fly and everything, you won't be able to stop rubbing your nipples.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
I tell you what,
Now
this is the only time you're
hold
going to
on,
hear me
guys. Hold
sing.
on. We can't get into this right now because we have a guest to introduce.
Sorry.
I know it's a hot topic and stuff, but I got to kill you guys. Sorry. But we have to turn to our special guest of the night. We have the king of silly, the one who locks him in the dungeon and keeps him down there until they shut the fuck up. We have Ragical the Unhallowed Knight. How are you, man?
I was enjoying the rocket conversation because, phallic conversations are really interesting. And then Andy comes in and drops his nipples.
Yeah, I know.
I had to back off there.
Yeah. We were rocking it, guys, but that visit from the future just killed the mood. What are you gonna say? So what's happening your way, Ragical? What's happening your way, Ragical?
In the future, right? Basically, I did another video, and it's some lady who thinks staring at the sun is a good idea.
Oh God.
I was really angry at it. Because, flat earthers do their stupid shit. But this woman is basically saying to stupid people, look at the sun, because it will energize you. Woman, we're not solar panels.
It was amazing.
Holy.
Oh, boy.
That is insanity. That's as bad as those people that say water is toxic. I mean, between the two of them, you could just literally kill a human being in no time. Wow.
She said you could download information, didn't she, Ragical?
Yeah, the sun is basically some kind of portal for the super internet, I guess, because you can download information from the sun. And the reason why we're hungry, that is actually the one that actually got me really good. The reason why we're hungry is because in a previous life we were starving ourselves.
What?
Yeah.
I have to ask a question. Where the fuck do you find these people?
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I do have a second YouTube account, and that one is basically searching for sillies. So it gets fed with all of them.
Yes.
It's really scary what I find on there.
Oh, I should do that.
You know the weird part of the internet? I go beyond the weird part.
Well, to be fair, that's where we found Monkey.
Yes, you did.
I'm glad you did. What would the show be without the monkey?
Well, it would be a little cleaner around here every time he gets mad, I tell you.
Yeah, man.
That seems like a personal problem, and I don't want to get into that.
No one has tidied up those chairs yet.
No, man.
No.
Leave them.
Yeah. Every time he kicks them, I'm not picking them up every time he kicks them over. There's no way.
Just
he just has to be trained.
The monkey says they stay there. And what the monkey says.
Well, apparently there's a reason why they're kicked over.
Casual Spaceman needs in here.
Yeah, I just want to say to Ragical, you're sitting right next to me. Your sword keeps poking me somewhere. Can you just please move it?
You got my sword.
Yeah, keeps poking me in places. It's not nice.
Hey, I also have my shield. Where did your mind go?
Yeah.
Somewhere you don't want to know, pal.
Oh dear.
Let's
It's a
talk
sarcastic Barman.
So, anything happened in the community in the last few days or so? Anybody wants to, bring up, get off their chest and so on?
Dead Kennedy, do it. What did you do yesterday? Oh boy.
Well, are you talking about 33?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of course.
Well, yeah, there was that. There was the complete destruction of 33 UC, which occurred before he even got there. We streamed for like an hour and 15 minutes, and he finally showed up, and we tried to keep him on track for about 5 minutes, and then booted his ass because he's worthless.
Yeah, he sort of came in like he was the star. Like, yeah, you're all waiting for me, so you're all the sad ones. That we're waiting for you because it's a show.
So shock horror. Flurf actually turned up late. Shock horror. Wow.
What blows my mind is like when I asked him, I was like, "So what's your excuse? Why are you late?" And he just goes, "Oh, I had things to do." And I'm like, "Well, then don't schedule the debate. Why is this so hard to understand? If you can't do it at that time, schedule it for a different damn time. It's very simple." But no, they can't figure it out. And then once he was booted, he started whining in the chat a little bit and got really creepy at one point. And then we just killed the stream because it was like, this guy's done.
He got
Still
really
keep
Very,
bringing
very creepy with Aimee, didn't he? That
He
was
did.
a bit
Yeah.
weird.
What was
It's
that? What was
kind
that,
of a
what was
weird-
that guy's name? What was that guy's name? He kept bringing up time and time and going something Mason
Russian
or
bitch.
something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Mason
oh,
Wells.
No, that other guy.
It was
that
Mason
we got
Wells.
rid of. But yeah, well, I mean, whoever the fuck he is, he just kept bringing them up, and he
Yeah.
kept saying, "Oh, we'll do a roundhouse into flat Earth in a minute." But, yeah, right.
Yeah, that was just it. It was like, I don't want to follow your script. I want to talk about flat Earth. I gave you the 33 thing. Let's move on. But he didn't want to go there.
No, he wanted to go about all kinds of disasters.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to
yeah.
go off script, though, does he? I must do my script, otherwise I'm going to get fucking confused. I can only read the words that Russian Vids has written down for me.
Pretty much. He's like the Darth Dawkins of flat earthers. If anybody knows who Darth Dawkins is.
I don't.
No.
He's like the worst theist in the Great Debate community ever. Basically, I think I know his script at this point. It starts with, do you assert that there is anything that is unconditionally non-dependent that fuck, I forgot the rest of it, but he's horrible.
Sounds like a sentence that doesn't go anywhere, though.
He basically tries to corner people into like, you can't know anything for sure, therefore God. It's really silly.
God.
Oh, well, you know,
What?
to be quite honest, you can't know anything for sure, therefore God is something sure, so it's kind of self-defeating, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but don't tell him that.
And of course,
I
only
will.
a Sith deals in absolutes.
There's a video of that actually. I think on Tom Rabbit's channel, it has clips of him talking, and then it like cuts to Star Wars going, "Only a Sith deals in absolutes."
That's funny. That's funny. So what do you guys think? Should we look at the first video we've got lined up and see what kind of absolute moronic stuff we've got queued up for today? To be honest,
Absolutely.
Is there any rockets in it?
No.
No, just penises.
No, I don't think there's any rockets in there. Well, that depends. I don't know what everyone is doing personally that's viewing the show, so there might be some rockets in it. I just don't think they're going to be on the video. I just don't know.
The thing about a Flurf video with rockets in it is that you can just kind of shut your ears off and just watch the nice rocket launches, and it's like, oh, this is a good video.
Yeah.
There is a
That's a
pretty
good
sight in one of them.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So
Point it
what do
out
you
when
think?
it comes.
Yeah, okay. Well, what do you think, Tatty? Should we hook up the first video and give her a little look-see?
Let's go for it, man. So we
Yeah, what do you think? I don't even know what we're going to get into here. I forgot to check it out, folks. So, God help us all.
At the start of this,
The monkey drinking the lair.
The dome.
I found the space today and realized it is perfect for a simple demo of the possible structure of the firmament and how the sun illuminates the flat earth below, if assuming the firmament is a dome and not a forever stretching something. And I will be adding some photos at the end of the video so you can see the actual structure of the vase more clearly. I filled it with water to keep the results in line with biblical cosmology of the waters above. So I'm going to turn the light off and use my cell phone in a plastic bag.
Oh God, it gets worse.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Kevin called that pause. Take it away.
I've done so many videos on this. There is no biblical cosmology. The Bible didn't give a shit about what the world looked like. At that point in time, we were more concerned with staying alive and shit like that. There is no biblical cosmology. And can I just say, like within a minute, her model's inconsistent because she doesn't know where the dome ends. Like, why is every flat Earth model so inconsistent? Like, maybe there's a dome, maybe there's not. Maybe there's an ice wall, maybe there's not. Maybe the whole pizza is moving up, maybe it's not.
And where there is a dome, they don't know where it is or how far away it is or what it's made of.
Right. That's right. Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey.
I mean, Why has she got a gold? It's like a goldfish bowl, but I can't work it out. What, she put a goldfish bowl? It's got some kind of arch under it and a map underneath. I mean,
yeah.
How,
I don't
understand
understand
what she's
how
trying
this.
to represent here. And then I just caught at the end there, my mobile phone in a bag. What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
We have
because it's filled with
to
water.
see the mobile phone in a bag if no one else has got anything to say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's because it's filled with water, and you know, because everyone knows that, you know, the atmosphere is water, complete water, liquid all around us. We're all fish. Like,
I didn't realize I was
inside there's a goldfish bowl.
Yeah, I thought this was supposed to be a demonstration of the waters above the firmament. As I see it there, that's the waters in the firmament. What I mean?
Yeah, I can't work it out. It doesn't even make sense to, like, the biblical, non-existent pseudo cosmology.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Casmo Spaceman.
I tell you what, I would actually be quite impressed if she did that old trick. You know, if she actually put that flat card or map or whatever it is on top, and then, you know, turned it upside down, you know, with the pressure and all the rest of it, and it stays there and stuff. You know, that would have been a bit more interesting.
Right.
But so far it's yeah, enough said.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Dead Kennedy.
You know, I just had a quick thought about the waters above. I wonder what causes what sort of force could possibly cause the waters outside the dome to conform to the exterior of their spherical shape.
That is a good one. Oh, wait, that's a good one. Well, looks like we got a clear table. Why don't we kick in some more video there, Tatty? Let's see what this is going to come to next.
To represent the sun. Alright, so I've been watching how the sun appears to shine through. There we go.
Oh my word.
Different altitudes of clouds. That's so awesome.
Pause.
Pause. Cloud layer. I want a word on that.
Anti-flatter.
I can see where she's getting at here, but it still doesn't answer one big question. When it's summer for me in the southern hemisphere, the light is all over Antarctica 24 hours a day. That fucking. How many times do we have to explain this shit to them?
A few more.
Oh God.
We got the casual Spaceman.
Right. I mean, every time they do demonstration flurfs, they use a lamp like a spotlight. The sun is not a spotlight. It doesn't act like a spotlight. Oh God, for fuck's sake. You know.
Yeah, but there's also the key point, right? Because there's at the start where she switches the light off, right? She switches the light off, and the whole screen pretty much goes to black. Mm-hmm. And then she switches the flashlight on a phone on, and then one side of the Earth is dimmer than the rest, but it's still fucking lit up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also as well, I mean, the star that bathes our planet in sunlight, she is representing with a mobile phone in a plastic bag.
Yeah, it's a spotlight, not a radiating ball of plasma gas. It's absolutely ridiculous. Dead Kennedy.
Isn't it supposed to be lighting half of the Earth and not 25% of it?
Exactly.
That was the very first thing I noticed. I was like, wait a second, that's not nearly lighting up enough of the Earth.
Yeah, the same. You don't get like three quarters of the Earth in darkness, do you?
No.
Yeah, it's the same with all flat earthers though. Whenever they show their little light through a glass dome, say, look, it sort of works. But it fucking doesn't. It's not lighting the right bits. Well, yeah, but the angle, and we don't know how thick the dome is, and what waters are there, and well, go and fucking find out. Make a rocket and go and make it hit the dome. You can't do that. NASA will shoot you down. Oh, for fuck's sake. NASA doesn't control everything.
Yeah, but also
No
then if
doubt.
NASA will shoot you down, isn't that really famous clip of that D-spin mechanism being kicked in gear, being accused of hitting the dome? Where was NASA when they're trying to shoot that fucker down?
That is the best video
That's
ever.
That's a go
Let's turn
fast.
to Aimee
Alex
Hogan.
Morales put a link to that video in my comments section, and I showed it in the video and showed the link that was in the comment in the description to an explanation of why it did that.
Oh, what do you mean? The fluff didn't read?
Let's turn to
What?
Aimee Hogan.
Or-
She's got some stuff to add to the conversation here.
Yes, I have a couple comments here. I have one from yeah, hang on just a sec. Let me see here. I have one from Ugly German Truth. He says the sun is coming from the wrong direction, in over the North Pole, which you cannot see from most of the area shown on the video. And Thoughts by Jay Brown says, I don't know what is worse, Flurfs or Star Trek, the motion picture. And Mike Bertelson said the sun on a flat Earth and a flat map is kryptonite to Flurfs everywhere.
Oh, I like that one very much, very much. Are we caught up or anything more?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. All right. And we got the Casual Spaceman up.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say she read out one of Ugly German Truth's comments as well. I think Ugly German Truth, he absolutely friggin' rocks. He's one of my regulars on my channel, and he knows his stuff as well, and he always corrects me right. So you rock, buddy. You rock.
Hey, fuck yeah, you're awesome, man.
Can I say something about that? He always makes fun of me.
Everyone makes fun of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, that's the way I roll.
Why is a man with a gigantic sword so insecure?
I was scared at gigantic.
Well, I've got a gigantic tail.
And you probably do similar things with the tail as he does with the sword.
Going by that logic, that Kennedy, I mean, you are just a head in a jar, so you must be the most confident man among us.
Oh, of course.
Well, absolutely.
I have no shame about the fact that I have no corporeal body.
No one's got a head in a jar. No one's got a monkey.
Well, what do you say, guys? Should we fire up more of this video? There's got to be a crescendo or something coming up. Let it run there, Tatty.
And it really does appear to... Here we go. To look like a flashlight beam. It has like the nature of a directed beam rather than just like a big,
painful, man.
You know,
because it is a directed
sphere
beam,
of
stupid bitch.
hot swamp gas from Uranus.
Say it how it is.
Now,
Go, monkey.
if I walked in, right, and caught that from the beginning and she didn't know I was there, I'd say, babe, come take a seat. Come on, come and sit in the lounge with me, you stupid, dumb fucking turd nugget. Who's fucking responsible for this? What videos have you been watching?
See, I wouldn't be saying that to her. I'd be saying, babes, what drugs have you taken? I think we need to get a refund on them. They were supposed to make you less fucking mental.
There's always that one.
That's even better, actually.
Brilliant.
Awesome. We got Ragical the Unhallowed Night up.
I always wonder when they fiddle around with stupid shit like this. I mean, how do we actually see the moon lit up if the sunlight isn't supposed to go there? It's supposed to be, well, they do say it's its own light, but, you know, we can't see the bloody sun, but we do see the moon. What?
It's so true. Oh, dear. You have me in stitches. Oh, it's like that
Too crazy,
crazy
guys.
woman staring at the
I
sun
do-
in your video. Insane. I mean,
Yeah, you like, oh man, yeah, that's so stupid. I mean, seriously, what the fuck was she thinking?
Dead Kennedy.
I just really want to ask this comment from Ugly German Truths because I'm really interested in the answer. He wants to know if Casual Spaceman, if you're a guitar-wielding astronaut, if that was inspired by Interstellar 5555.
I have no idea.
Then no.
That's correct.
That's unfortunate. Does anyone know what that is? And so
no, it wasn't because I'm not sure what it is. So no, it wasn't.
That's a sci-fi music movie by Daft Punk.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you. Well, no, it wasn't. It was just a character I found that kind of fit, kind of the name that I wanted to create, sort of in a way, type of thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's about as interesting as it got.
Nah. Well, what do you say, guys? A little more video?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was a mute, man.
Yeah,
All right, here we go.
But you can see how
That sounds horrible.
it just lights up the one little area. It's just
demonetized.
What did you do with the goldfish?
cell phone flashlight. Threw it down.
Hate it.
Still not lighting half the Earth.
No.
So
I'll
exciting.
geek out ahead.
I've been severely overly complicating this design in my head for like 6 months wanting to make this video, and I've been thinking, well, I don't want to use a glass bowl because they're flat on the bottom.
Stop it.
Pause. Ragical.
So, time is not a concept in these people's minds. I mean, I know they are slow, but 6 months to come up with a fishbowl with water in it and shining a light at it. 6 months?
And I know.
Why? Why is it 6 months?
She said that she was overcomplicating it.
Yeah, I mean, I was punching walls during my video, but now I don't have any walls left. People, I need new walls. Oh, yeah, and I also need a fishbowl. My goldfish is looking at me like, now, what are you doing? Why are you looking at an empty fishbowl? And he's giving me the look. Calm down, buddy. I'm not gonna eat you.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let's kick it in, Tatty. This is I have to see where it goes.
And how am I going to get water above that? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to cut a hole in the bottom of a Rubbermaid tub and glue the bowl, and water's going to go everywhere, and I'm going to be under it with my camera. No. But I think this gives us a clue to the position of the sun, relative to the firmament and the angle the light shines.
Pause. It just doesn't, does it? That isn't what's happening up there. There isn't a great big bowl of water just sat above our heads. It isn't there, you stupid woman.
It's unbelievable.
Do you not have gills? I've got gills. Do you not have gills?
Oh,
No.
Obviously, we're all covered in
tail.
water. We must be swimming.
I've got tail and I swing through trees.
Before it gets missed here, guys, I got a super chat call out. James Collins, £5. We'll give more soon, I promise. Triple X, love you guys. Well, Wow, James, we love you just as much. You're totally awesome. Thanks so much, man. Very cool.
Yay.
Very cool. Let me turn it to Dead Kennedy.
First of all, she is not a very articulate person. She's just like, she's moving this thing around. She's just like, you see how it shines the light. And there's nothing to it. And then I heard her say the word firmament, so I'm going to beat this dead horse. Firmament comes from the word firmamentum, from the Vulgate, which comes from the Hebrew rakah, which means expanse. It has nothing to do with a dome.
But it is an excellent TV show, though.
Yeah, I agree.
But it is their firm belief. It is firmament. That's how they think.
Ragical knows.
Oh, that's a good one. Good one. Casual Spaceman.
Yeah, I was pretty much going to say what Dead Kennedy said at the first part of what he said as well. I mean, there's just no enthusiasm in this whatsoever, is there really? It's almost like she doesn't really believe what she's doing, to be fair. But, yeah, if there's water up there, I'm going to have to buy some new Speedo trunks, aren't I? When I next go up to the place.
Please, no. Just no.
She does speak.
You'd love me in Speedos, trust me.
Oh, no. She does speak like somebody who has an atrociously poor lover. Just no enthusiasm for anything. You got to admit it. Aimee Hogan, What do you got for us?
Yes, I have a couple comments. I have one from Ugly German Truth. He says, so is the sun in the water or outside? And she does know that having air under the water would create another zone of different optics. So her model can't work the way she thinks.
No, well, I was going to answer that. No, the sun is in a bag, shining out of a mobile phone, dipped in a bowl of water.
Seems like what you see in reality.
Exactly. And then Globus Shillis says, well, it takes 9 months to make a baby, so 6 months for a video is quite reasonable. And then Mr. Victory, that's a very good one. And Mr. Victory says 6 months of flirf time is 33 days of reality.
Oh, God. I was going to say that 6-month-old baby would have more intelligence than her freaking video.
Yeah, well, I don't know. If it takes her 6 months to do that, God knows if she's only got 9 months to make a baby, that baby might not be very smart.
That's a good point. That's a good point. So, should we dive in for the wrap-up on it?
Let's do it.
All right.
This video is all wet.
Awesome.
Fucking Ragical. Oh, it is some kind of double domey thing, see?
Yeah, that is quite cool, actually.
Oh,
yeah. At least you finally clarified it.
Oh, it's a psalm. Oh, right, just to prove it's there.
I hate that Warner von Braun bloody...
Okay, can I speak to this?
Yes.
All he's saying is clearly Warner von Braun was a Christian man, and he was thanking God for all the work he got to do in the skies. That's it.
Yeah.
Very proud of him.
Yeah, Space Deniers are jumping all over this verse of scripture that's on his tombstone, and they're absolutely mean. It's exactly what Dead Kennedy says. That's exactly what it means. No, he didn't have a change. He didn't have a change of heart when he died. No.
So what? Flir's taking things out of context? How dare you?
Yeah, shock horror.
Hey, Ragical showed up, by the way. I just want to, calm down, monkey. Calm down.
No! You ever seen Ragical?
She has a sword. She has my sword. What are you doing with my sword, cow?
I'm going to pull Ragical's tail with my tail.
Well, it's better than...
What, is that an Avatar type jobby that is going to be happening there?
Better the sword was there than where it was.
Do you really want to know?
Awesome.
Yeah. Just picture it in your mind.
Can I just point out one quick thing about the epitaph thing? Because Ugly German Truths said this, and I think he's probably right in most cases. He said you don't pick your own epitaph, so obviously it was picked by someone else after he died. But I think some people might put theirs in their will, would they not?
I believe you can.
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
So does anyone know perhaps who wrote that epitaph for Warner von Braun? I'd be interested to know that.
I'll do some research.
Yeah, might need to do some.
New video for just that.
So yeah, man, should we crack on with another video, or have we got something else planned?
Well, do we want to do a wrap-up on this video? Any last points?
I ain't got nothing more to say. It's a bag of shite.
I think AB got it right. The person's just an idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, this chick's head is like a bag of feral cats, man. She has no idea what's going on. What else are you going to say, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just want to mention that that's not how a fishbowl works.
It's not how it should work. I feel sorry for the poor fish. God knows where that is. She's probably just put it in the toilet for safekeeping.
There you go. Lost and stuffed away.
There you go.
Cretinous, intellectually challenged, bottom-feeding, degenerate oxygen thief.
Yeah, and we're not talking about the fish.
Not at all, man. That fish is way smarter. They could lobotomize that fish and beat it over the head with a hammer and it'd still have more sense.
Jesus.
That poor fish.
Poor fish.
No doubt. Holy.
There's something fishy about that, though.
Very
Oh,
fishy indeed.
fuck, the puns are coming.
Hey, contrary to popular belief, I don't do puns.
What do you guys think? Should we queue up the next video?
Absolutely, man. I'm raring to go now. I'm like buzzing. I'm like, come on, let's take down another. I don't know. Fuck nugget.
Yeah, full on attack. Let's fucking have it.
Rocket.
And just you know,
All right, here we go.
And I am you know, jokes.
Oh, this fucking degenerate.
Are beyond some people's comprehension, and they become so invested in fantasy, they can't see the irony of the situation, and obviously at that point, you know, they can't see the human.
He had to be bloody Scottish.
Can I just say, like, is Flat Earth just completely floundering? Like, both of these videos are so like low energy and like wanting to put me to sleep. These are awful.
They are.
I think we're finding a point where even the people that believe just don't really have the energy to bother anymore. Like this, you know, that's ridiculous. Casual Spaceman.
Did anybody actually understand or hear a word he just said? Because I didn't.
I didn't.
What the fuck is he mumbling about? He's just mumbling.
What he was saying. What he was saying. I don't know.
Yeah, he sounded like a 12-year-old boy lying to his parents to get out of trouble, man. It was just ridiculous, you know. There was no information.
And then I saw a fish and then that's basically how they talk.
Yeah.
Kids talk.
If you've ever met someone from that,
and kids are smarter than that.
Country, you will realize.
Sorry, Tatty. Try again there, Tatty.
If you ever met someone for that part of the country, you'd realize they all talk like that.
Wow.
Well, like the bus was coming down the road, like, and oh my god.
Yeah, but Tatty,
the
the difference is, Tatty, I can actually understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can't understand a word he's freaking. Look at the accent.
And you don't have the desire to grab him by the shoulders and shake the shit out of him. Would you fucking just spit it out? What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck. Dead Kennedy in space.
I wanna try and flex my my impression muscles here. What it reminds me of is like that area of the country's equivalent of what they call the Estrian voice, which is like a very specific UK accent where everything everybody says sounds like very boneless. It's like, no, I don't think I'll have that one. I think I'll have the other one. It's a little bit milder.
Hang on. Don't generalize UK in that one guy, please. No. I'm not having that one.
Of course not.
Oh, I heard a little beepy.
What the fuck?
9 o'clock hero threw down into the kitty for us at 79 pence. Is that what you call it when it's
yes.
a pound? And is that what okay, right. 9 o'clock hero. You're the man. Awesome. Thank you very much. You didn't tell me to say anything though. So throw us a message and I'll scream something out. You know, what the hell? You know, your call. We got Ragical.
Can I just say, right? I the very first and only super chat that I'd done was to Jose, and it was for 79 pence because I had about £1.24, or I had, I don't know, some denomination, maybe 82p or something, and that was the one that I could do. And I just tested it out, iTunes voucher, you know. And so yeah, I've been a 79 pence donator too, man. Get in there.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Right on. And we got Sir Ragical.
So I have one flurf. Her name is Nicole Cote. She's basically Daria from Beavis and Butthead, the really boring girl who just talks. And this guy somehow manages to be more boring and more incoherent as her. How did he do that? I want to know his secret.
It's not possible, surely.
He reminds me of a less excited version of the teacher calling out Ferris Bueller's name in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Yeah.
Bueller. Is that Ben Stein or? Ben
Yeah,
Stein
that's
is also one of those.
Something like that. Yeah.
It was Ben Stein.
Oh,
That was a great,
Aimee Hogan
great movie. Great movie.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Aimee Hogan needs it.
Yes, I've got a couple comments for us. Forever Learning says, for reality deniers, the urge to produce a video on a subject seems to be inversely proportional to their knowledge about that subject. Mike Bertelson says this guy needs to take it down a notch. His excitement is overwhelming.
Oh, it blew my mind.
I know. And Bert Rickles says, thinking of making a Flurfer style Earth not spinning debunk. Filmed some coins on the windowsill of the train today. It did not move. That proves the train stands still and the Earth moves instead. Cynthia Vicious says, according to the Space Review, spacereview.com, Werner von Braun chose his own epitaph when he was terminally ill. And then Ugly German Truths asks, can you look up Space Review Remembering Werner von Braun by Anthony Young, Monday, July 10th, 2006. And that's all I got for you.
Cool, we got on that.
Cool.
That was
Good
awesome.
stuff.
Well done.
There's
good
the big
research.
9 o'clock euro. 9 o'clock euro just threw $1.90 or £1.99 into the hat. Amazing, buddy. We love you. Where does the money go? Well, we get the major cut of it, and YouTube and Google and their vultures chump in for a little percentage to handle it all for us, and all that kind of crap. But it does majority go to us, and we've got a few microphones that need to be upgraded and stuff. So it all really helps, man. Thanks a lot.
Is it actually a favorable ratio? I've never actually looked up the ratio.
I don't know. Ragical, do you know?
About 30%, is it, or something?
Yeah, it's 30%.
That's not too
Okay.
bad. Give or take. 33%.
As in, who gets the 30%?
YouTube.
YouTube takes the 30%. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay, well,
man, the lying, cheating scumbags, they should just take 5%. Shills, bro.
To be fair,
It's
I
better
think,
than the record
I think-
industry.
I think Twitch takes a little bit more. So if you have those Twitch bits, I think they're called. I think you can buy them and they take a little bit of a bigger cut than YouTube. But if you really want to get,
maybe they are twitching you a bit. So
you
I could be wrong, but
you could basically get dashboard Streamlabs and get that stuff online because they don't take a cut at all.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's another thing we do have to set up and whatnot.
Something to look into.
Yeah.
Should we crack on with a
and
video?
Coral Hayward is asking in the chat, how do you donate? I don't know how. Well, Coral, we have a Patreon listed in our description that helps. And then there's a PayPal as well. And then there's some weird thing we signed up that has something to do with buy you a coffee. I think it's $2 or $3 donations. And then you can also click the little $sign right there in the chat, and it throws a few bucks in through the super chat. Did I miss anything, guys? Or is that kind of, how it works?
I think that's about it.
That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, with a super chat, you have to have like iTunes voucher or the other one. What is it? Google Play voucher.
Okay, yeah.
But don't forget to join as a Patreon. I've joined as a Patreon. You get a few perks and stuff like that as well. So it's always worth considering. Monthly
Yeah, we have some stuff coming up where there'll be after chat hookups with our guests and stuff that'll be on the Patreon only thing, and some back chat for debates. We got some good ideas, It's coming slowly.
After show hookups. Like, what type of service do you think we're running here, man?
Hangouts, whatever, So, what do you guys say though? Should we get back to stupid is as stupid does?
The Monday.
Right.
Let's just be quiet for a moment.
People say things like, what Eratosthenes put 2 sticks in the sand and seen that, sunlight came down parallel, right? like plumb bobs would, right? Plumb bobs come down parallel. If you imagine a bunch of plumb bobs, well, he imagined that that's how the sun came down. The sun doesn't come down like that. The sun radiates, right? And because he got that.
I knew it.
Okay,
was coming.
Barman, you were in first. Go ahead, buddy.
Oh, the sunlight is fucking parallel. And if Tatty can, we did arrange for a picture. Look at that. Oh, hang on. Look at that. Parallel sunlight. Look at the shadows on the clouds in straight goddamn lines. Yeah, it's not diverging. The light is coming in parallel. That's because the sun's stupidly big and stupidly far away. And that's my very scientific explanation.
Well, I've got. I mean, the sun radiates. It radiates energy for one, but when it radiates, of course, it radiates because it's a fucking sphere, so it radiates in all directions. But it's so enormous that they appear parallel to us. You know, and that proves that it's like enormous and a long, long way away. We only need to open our eyes, and this is coming from a globe-denying fucking twat waffling pseudo-intellectual turd ball or whatever the fuck you want to call this dork.
We got a super chat in from the amazing BM Furball. We love this guy. He threw $2 into the hat. Whose G-string do I get to stuff these $2 into? Well, my friend, you're hearing the voice right now. Oh, let's get it on.
Hey. I want some of that action. Maybe you can
line
send
up.
in singles, and then, we get $1 bill each.
Okay, everybody line up, and we all get a BM Furball tickle. I can't wait.
Awesome. And we've got another one.
And I like it. We got John Rapp in for Australian $7.15. Here's a whole $5. You forgot that people can just DM you their credit card details and security number. That's right, John Rapp. I forgot. For all of you flirfs and pseudoscience deniers out there, please just go to your computer system wherever you got your scanner printer. Throw down a Visa or a MasterCard, maybe some ID as well. Give it a nice copy and just email it directly to us. You can trust us. It's fine. We'll keep it small. No worries. Thank you, John, for pointing that out. Fantastic.
We are the Shills. You can trust us.
Or better still, what you can do is you can give us your password to your to YouTube account. That'd be quite good as well. We know all kinds of fun with that.
Absolutely.
Well, we can help with the video quality and the content as well, right? DeadKennedyInSpace.
I was going to say, what do they have to lose? Just remember, math isn't real, so the money in your bank account isn't real. Don't worry about it.
And also, can I open that email that guarantees that my cock will be 10 times bigger?
Hell,
get in there.
It'd be nice if you had a 10-inch cock, wouldn't it, Monkey?
You? For who? What are you talking about? Okay, God, Ragical, save us, will you?
Let me just be the voice of reason here. I mean, we have lost an amazing YouTuber to this kind of stuff. Martin Liedtke, of course. That's one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm a big fan of his because he's such a moron. Well, moron, genius, kind of the same thing. But this man
met him the other day.
done the thing that you guys just did. So I think we have to say this is satirical. If there are any flirts in the chat, this is satirical. You have to cover your.
No, it's not. No, it absolutely isn't. It absolutely isn't. But Martin Liedtke, isn't he Flat Earth British?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we met him the other day. He was fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna check how many videos they have. I'm gonna check how many videos he has on his channel right now because it's still overrun, right? Or maybe it's even shut down. I don't know. Yeah, he had like 100,000 videos on it. Every minute there's a video coming online on that thing.
Minute. No. Every 30 seconds, pal. Literally, it's still going as well. There's like tens and tens of thousands of videos, and it's all fucking. It's just shit. It's hilarious.
It's all kind of thrown together Japanese and Chinese game shows and stuff.
And he got those of you who don't know in the chat, he got one of these phishing emails, right? And it's purporting to be from YouTube saying, "Oh, there's a problem with your account, yada yada. Can you give us the URL link to your channel plus your passwords, and we'll check everything out." But then he complained to who was it, Ranty, wasn't it, or something, that he'd been hacked.
Yeah, he was on Ranty's stream.
Yeah, he was hacked by the Russians because he was getting close to the truth.
This is probably true, though. Russians really good at hacking.
Oh God, maybe Russian vids. Holy shit,
Yuri,
man!
we're not still live on stream. Yuri, calm down.
There's a comment
Yuri
from
what
PM
to do.
Purple.
Yuri will fight all the way through. I think you do not talk over Yuri. Good Godsman, what you thinking?
Yuri, Comrade Ivan has something to add.
Ivan! Здравствуйте, комрадский. Как дела?
Shush, Yuri. Listen.
Fuck, that's just gonna get bad. No, carry on.
Orders from KGB headquarters, comrade. 14, 21, 33. That is all.
33. I see.
You see?
No, you see.
You stupid Russians realize that we understand English too, right?
No. I don't understand them. Just leave them in their fantasy world. I mean, they have an accent, and I'm the foremost expert on accents. We don't understand them.
What the accent you don't have?
Trust us, Russians. We do not understand you.
Я не говорю по-английски. До свидания, Иван.
But before some SJW steps in and calls us out really, really bad, how about we go to a little bit more of Mumble Nuts' video?
Yeah, that's probably the best bit.
Mumble Nuts.
Jesus.
We know no Russian is going to get offended.
He then took the radial pattern from the sun and applied it to the ground, thinking it was standing on a curve, so it was back to front. Thinking the curve was beneath his feet rather than, the radial pattern being above. So a complete inversion.
Pause. Is he doing that classic flirt thing of thinking Aristophanes was proving that the Earth was round?
Yeah.
Because wasn't wasn't he more trying to describe the distance to the sun?
Exactly.
So he's off completely.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to halt the conversation there.
Why do you have to use your logic, man? How dare you use your logic on a person that can't even speak like one word every 10 seconds?
True, I gotta go and hit myself with a hammer a couple times, and then I'll be back, and then I'll be good.
No, you break your jaw.
No, I could be wrong. I thought Aristophanes was working out how curved the Earth was. Wasn't he working out the diameter, radius, and all that lot, the actual curvature? They already thought the Earth was curved, but they were working out because he was based on the shadows within 5% or something daft like that.
Yeah.
We need someone who's awake.
I'm positive that's the actual goal, was to figure out the circumference of the Earth. And he found out that the shadow of there was no shadow at all when the sun was over a specific well in a certain town. And he used that as the starting point to get the sticks out. And he was able to use the shadows that go to the sticks at the same time and calculate within really, really good accuracy the actual circumference.
Yeah, they measured the well and then 500 kilometers north, wasn't it? Someone in chat.
Yeah, I think.
I think they were 16% out or something. But
less than that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time to be measuring the planet you're standing on for the very first time, 16% out he was. But I mean, I'd like to ask these dumb globe-denying fucktards a question. I mean, how can you watch the sun rise and set, witness it actually being cut in half by the ground you're standing on, and be convinced it is somewhere across the fucking pizza-shaped fantasy acid trip world, because I'm telling you now, there must be a huge percentage of you lot that are on drugs to have the insight to go on camera and shit vomiting your globe-denying nonsense. I mean, you've got to be on drugs. What is wrong with you?
But Jutmonk, they filmed a quarter across their warped garage floor, and it's totally the same thing.
It's not, though, is it? Stop being a dork, Kevin. It isn't.
We got a few people on the panel here, but there's a unbelievably good comment from little Linda Bertelson at Dead Kennedy in Space. Please don't hit your head with a hammer; you'll break the glass. Oh, that was good. We got Sir Ragical up.
So the biggest issue I have with the sun moving away, they say we don't know what it is, but that doesn't really matter. I mean, we can actually look at it with a solar filter. We can see its shape. And the thing is, it doesn't change in size, right? Everyone knows that in our community. They apparently don't. But the thing is, it doesn't change in size, so they're using some kind of special perspective. But the thing is, someone on the other side, which is basically seeing the sun coming towards them in their mind, they should actually see it grow, and we should see it smaller. So why doesn't it change its size at all? I mean, it's like, does everyone have their personal sun? Are we in some kind of computer program where they made a little bit of a programming error for the skybox?
Well, that's what Barnabas Nagy thinks, that we have personal domes and things like that.
Yeah, well, that's Barnabas Nagy. He's Barney.
Indeed.
No one listens
Dead
to
Kennedy.
Barney.
Oh, sorry, dude. Dead Kennedy.
Just to kind of piggyback on what Ragical was saying, like the things we can do to look at the sun now. I don't remember who did this. It might have been BM Furball. It might have been someone else. But I saw a debate recently in which someone showed footage they took of the sun with a solar filter on, and you could see the sun rotating. It was the coolest thing ever. You could actually see it rotating.
Oh,
I really wonder what's the flat Earth excuse for that.
That was Thunderfoot, by the way, who did that, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I think it was him.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one. He was trying to capture solar flares, and he caught it, and he did it in time lapse. You could see it moving around with obviously the spin of the sun. It's fantastic.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, we can see so much about the sun for ourselves. How is it not exactly what everybody is pretty sure it is?
Well, it's like when we covered Saturn the other night, and it's just like, you can fucking look at it, you stupid idiot.
And we've got Aimee Hogan up. Aimee.
Yes, I've got a few comments here. I have one from Mr. Victory that says 33 UC got 33 wedgies in high school. Now here's the number 33. He cries cowering in the shower. And Globus Shills says, yeah. Well, that's just one of the comments that came by. That was pretty funny. And then Globus Shills said, how does he film? Everything moves except the tip of his nose. And then both Marvel Science and Forever Learning said Eratosthenes was calculating the circumference of the Earth. And then Mike Bertelson said to tell Jutmonk that it's electroflurspectivism. And then
that's what they fucking call it. Thank you very much. I couldn't find the words. I was fucking losing my mind fucking watching this absolute moron.
Exactly. And it says, Ugly German Truth says, has the quarter been floating 100 quarter diameters over the ground too?
Good one. That's a good one.
Isn't that good? And then Globus Shillis says, Ragical, it could be that the air is selectively enlarging the sun and moon relative to the amount of air the light has to travel through. I guess he's talking about the...
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, but okay. We need a lot of air to make some kind of visual disturbance like that.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Personally, they speak bollocks.
No, indeed. Speaking of speaking bollocks, a man who hates it, Ragical.
Yeah, I basically looked it up on YouTube right now. So that Kennedy in Space was right. There is a video on there. It's Voice of Thunder. I linked it in the chat just now. Oh, you also did the same thing. Right before me. So basically, the telescope he's using is a double-stacked Lund solar system. 80 millimeter H, about an entire name, but you can also see it in the description of the video we just linked. That thing is $3,700 just for the telescope, and then he has a mount of around $350. That's a Celestron 95506 Kairos something. So that's some expensive stuff. But if you have that, you can see the sun rotate.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Damn right. We had a pop-up there I would like to announce. Coral Hayward just joined the Shills Patreon, so thank you very much. I know we all appreciate that very much.
Oh, wow.
Excellent stuff. Now, what am I left to say here? Is it let's go to Mumble Nuts. Fuck. Okay.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah,
we have
to.
Mumble Nuts. That sounds like that game I used to
Mumble
play
Nuts,
called-
I'm fucking
you only
lost,
need to
bro.
open your eyes.
I know Monkey Nuts and I'll
Sunshine
fucking
doesn't
eat
come
them,
down
but
like
Mumble
rain.
Nuts, spit it out.
It radiates. So, I mean, and the irony of someone calling themselves a scientist is just so funny. You know, what kind of scientist can look at something every day that can't be hidden every single day and be convinced that it does the opposite of what they see?
Pause.
I'll ask
Okay,
you the
Monkey
same
was
question
first.
again. How can you stare at something that fucking sets and is cut off at the fucking, in half by the ground you're standing on, and still could be convinced that it's somewhere across the fucking pizza-shaped fucking earth? I mean, what is wrong with you lot? If you're not high on fucking acid, I just don't get it. You either you're stupid, or I mean, what is wrong with these people? We live on a globe. It's simple as that. It's so fucking easy to see that and work it out. And everything that you come up with as a solution to something as simple as a fucking sunset doesn't explain a sunset on your stupid pile of shit.
Jesus.
You're right there, Monkey.
Wow.
No, thank you.
But how do you
Spaceman.
really feel, Monkey?
Yeah, Casual Spaceman, tough act to follow. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, how can I compete with that? Christ alive. I mean, so let me get this straight. This mumbling, fumbling fucking fool, right, is basically trying to debunk one of the greatest mathematicians, geographer, poets, astronomer, and all kinds of different things of this time. This fool, are you serious saying he wasn't a scientist? What fucking planet is he on? Seriously? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He's on New Flurfica.
Yeah.
I've said it before, but this is a clear case of flurfical masturbation. This is pure flat Earth pornography and should not be viewed by anyone.
It's pure ejaculation dribble.
I put that phrase in my. I put that phrase into part 2 of my Riley criticism. I put that phrase "flurfical masturbation" into the video.
I caught that, man. I loved it. I loved it. And speaking of flurfical masturbation, should we let Mumble Nuts have a little bit more time on the screen?
Yeah, let him finish.
All right.
Or Mumble Nuts.
Supposed to be repeatable, observable, and demonstrable. And there's people with a straight face going outside and telling folk that the sunlight's coming down like parallel plumb bobs would, for the sky. So, I mean, and they call themselves, scientists, and we're coming.
Cool.
There we go. When this guy said, coming down like plumb blobs or whatever there, and that little giggle, I think he actually got sexually excited. That creeped me out. I have
what? From a plumb bob? Do you know what a plumb bob is? A plumb bob is a weight you hang from the ceiling. It gives you the
Straight
direct line down. That's a plumb bob.
Monkey,
And it
just
is a little
remember,
bit kind of penis-like.
remember, Monkey, in Dick's world, he's hanging those plumb bobs from something else.
Sarcastic Barman.
See, I just don't think he understands. He can't grasp it in his brain that, yes, the Earth is round and the sun is parallel. He seems to have it confused in his head that, yeah, so the sun's coming in like plumb bob lines everywhere, so it's level and straight to the ground. Well, no, it's coming in straight lines. It just happens to be the ground is curved. I don't actually think his brain understands it. I think those eyebrows are just taking over his head and sucking the brains out because they are quite large. And it's quite
if we're
disturbing.
going to be really technical here, right? The incident light from the sun, it's not quite parallel, but it is a very good approximation. So that kind of shows this point, really. It's, the sunlight isn't it isn't parallel, but we can treat it as parallel because it's as close as fucking parallel as you would want.
Yeah, because it's so fucking big and so fucking far away.
Well, that's the key point, right? If you think about it, right? You just have a spotlight. You just have a light bulb and you hold your hand close to it. And then your hand casts a very large shadow. And that's because where the hand is, it's not parallel. Then you move it a meter away and then your shadow shrinks a bit. And then you move it a meter away and then your shadow shrinks half of that. And then you keep doing that. And for every time you double the distance, the shadow decreases by a factor of 2. And until you're really far away, you don't really notice it decreasing anymore. And then you kind of start seeing it's like, oh, yeah, okay, it's not quite parallel because of what we've seen before, but it's a good approximation. And you can achieve this in your own fucking living room.
No, but remember, we've got flirters out there that have told us the truth. A shadow can't be smaller than the object itself.
Oh, man.
No, I have to correct you there. Globe denying fucktards talk crap.
Yeah. Oh, man, do they ever. And we got somebody up who loves to smack it around. Casual Spaceman.
With that sort of like gauntless grin, is it me or does everybody else think that he might look slightly stoned or on some sort of happy pill or something?
Well, he's Scottish, and there's going to be a bit of buckfast involved.
Yeah, he kind of.
I got another theory.
He just kind of doesn't look all there, does he? Somehow, I don't know. Well, yeah, obviously you must be anyway to come out of this crap.
Well, I do think that a really fucking big percentage of these idiots that go on camera have to be taking some kind of drugs to fucking spew the absolute bollocks that comes out of their mouths.
Oh, yeah, man. Aimee Hogan's got some stuff for us.
Yes, I have... Mike Bertelson says, and what qualifies this schmuck to tell scientists they're wrong?
Exactly.
Exactly. And Blair Sadowitz says, who can look at a brain and think that soggy mass is responsible for consciousness? People need to wake up. And then your pal Al says, yeah, how much do you pay to clean Shill headquarters after Jut's rants?
Al, don't even want to know. It drains our Shill check dry cleaning up after this guy. Wow.
Basically,
we've got Ragical in here.
Oh, yeah, man. It's getting feisty.
I'll tell you right now, there's a reason why Ragical is not allowed in the castle. So, you allowed them in Shill headquarters. That's not my responsibility.
I'm not being funny.
She followed you. What were we going to do? She's got a sword.
Yeah, well, exactly. And she has matrix power, so I don't mess with the cow.
Ed Kennedy.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, he reminds me of someone from an American cartoon called Pa from Hillbilly Bears. Basically, when he talks, I hear like ancestors looking at sky, sticks and ground, stupid scientist. I mean, what's he doing?
What the hell?
Oh, I love it. Dead Kennedy.
Well, first of all, how do you say this name? Heike, or is that LKE?
As a Dutchman, I would say Heike.
It's Heike, yeah.
So Heike D. Allison just became a patron. Thank you very much for that.
All right. Love ya. Amazing.
And I just have a quick question. This is completely off topic, but I've only heard Jutmonk say it until today, but Spaceman just said it as well. What does it mean to be gormless? What is gorm and how does one lose it?
Well, let me tell you this, right? If you've got a gorm, right? If you've got a gorm, you're as dumb as fuck. And if you've lost it, well, Christ.
Yeah,
You're even dumber. You're even dumber.
So it's UK speak for flurf brain.
Yeah, it's an orphaned negative.
I've got stupid, so I'm stupid. But I haven't got that anymore. That's how stupid I am. I couldn't even hold on to my stupid.
Yeah, so no, it's an orphaned negative, which kind of just means like you have some words where you have, like, for example, gormless or hapless or innocent. They're all negatives of where the positive word is no longer in use. For example, innocent, you have nocent, which means being guilty, but that word has fallen out of use. But innocent is still in use, and the same goes for gormless.
And you have nonsense, which is what globe-denying fucktards speak.
Well, to be honest with you, seeing as he's a Scotsman, there is a perfectly good Scottish word that describes this. It's kind of along the same lines as gormless, and it's glaikit. 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 Now, he is one big glaikit fanny.
I've never heard of glaikit, but I've heard of fanny.
Bit like saying
it's an ass, and we know it's a pussy.
Casual Spaceman.
I've just actually gormless is actually in the dictionary, right? I'll give you the meaning first of all. Lacking a sense of initiative or foolish, but then it's got an example which I think actually sums up this guy completely. It says a constantly grinning, rather gormless boy, and I think this is him, this guy here. Perfect example.
Yeah, he's got the grin of somebody who sat down on something phallic-like on the couch. He definitely does.
One we're going to talk about rockets, by the way. Just saying.
Well, yeah. Well, maybe he makes toy rockets. Yeah, he makes toy rockets, but he uses them in all the wrong ways. Ouch. What do you say, guys? A little bit more.
Rockets.
Yeah.
I got excited for a minute.
He makes them out of
Yes, I
toilet
say
paper
crack
rolls.
on.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, a little bit more number
rockets. I'll touch my nipples.
All right.
Oh,
we don't need to know that.
If someone's unrealistic and a bit of an idiot, you call them a space cadet. Now, I mean, I don't know where you think expressions like that come from, or you see Merlin the magician, wearing his dunce cap, with all the stars and all that. You never noticed in the cartoons when they get hit in the head, they see stars and all that, like going around, parades. I mean, these jokes and all that have been told umpteen times.
Okay, this guy is on some better stuff than me, because he is just rambling.
Yeah, I'm calling peyote. I'm calling peyote on this one.
Like, what is he talking about? He's talking about something about cartoons and comparing it to the sun. I don't even understand what he's talking about.
I got lost. I completely washed over with this dead glaze on my face, and I just, at this point, I really just want to shut him up. Whatever way it takes, or whatever form it happens to manifest, I just want it to over.
I got lost at the first word.
I call it globe denying, twat waffling, pseudo-science, fucking bollocks, intellectually challenged turd ball. It's a fucking moron, this guy. He is. I mean, I feel sorry for you, Tatty, being Scottish and having this person who's a fellow countryman, I would be devastated. Honestly.
Jut, hang on. Jut, hold on there. We've got Riley.
Yeah.
And Oakley.
Shit, you're right.
Don't
But
worry. Me
this
and
guy,
Rat.
man, his grasp on reality is on par with my grasp in fucking brain surgery. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, mate. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It really is ridiculously fucking stupid.
I think he's secretly trying out for the ball juggling team, and he's got 2 in his mouth right now, and he's going hard on it. That's really what's going on here.
For fuck's sakes.
Can I just read a comment when I was saying he's on better stuff than me? Blair Sadowitz commented and said, "I think he's on hypoxia." That's really good. I like that one.
Well, shall we
I think
finish
he's
up
just
with
had
nut?
the lethal injection, certainly to his brain, anyway.
I think we should let Nut Juggler play a bit more and see where this goes in the end. Because I mean,
I just have one comment from Hannah Anderson. Pull the camera away from your nose. Yikes! I mean, is he giving Gigantor a run for its money?
I think it's actually he's using this video as well to advertise it as a place to live. It's about $350 a month if you can afford it. Not a bad place. It's just a little bit dark and hairy.
Put it on Zoopla.
Casual Spaceman. Hello.
Sorry, I was on mute. I did the classic Shield thing, and I was on mute.
Ouch.
Absolute classic. Ouch. That's the first time I've done it. No, I just wanted to say what Linda Belton said in the chat. She says, "Well, the US has Nathan Thompson." Well, Linda, I can actually trump that. We've got Nathan Oakley.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, that is the
Ragical and I.
worst Nathan on planet Earth.
Ragical and I, we've got Arwine.
Yep.
And QNG.
And up in
And
Canada
Jalpa
here, we're proud Orphan Red supporters in Canada.
And Flat Earth Fokker.
Oh fuck me, that guy.
All I've
Yeah.
got is a
He's
Reddit
from
page.
your part of the country too, Dawson.
Oh, he's now okay. Back to Mumble Nuts. I'm
Oh,
not taking
wait.
this
No,
anymore.
I've got something important to bring up here. Just thinking. Can anyone think of a Welsh flat earther?
The way your rugby team plays, mate, must be the whole bloody lot of you.
Aren't the Welsh
Well,
a
we
bad
won't do so
off
fucking
as
well,
it is?
mate.
You don't have to add flat Earth. All right. Okay, let's go to Gurgle and Gobble here and see what he's got left to say.
Yeah, and it's just funny to watch people, be so flabbergasted, when you're in fair, that there's maybe a mistake in thinking that, they live on a spinning ball like a trained seal. So, I mean, like I say, just jokes. Some people just haven't got kind of like a sense of humour. And also, there's no cure for stupid.
I kind of want to see a bad lip reading of this guy.
I'm telling you. Okay, we're switching his name to Pocket Pool. Did you see the smile on his face? Do not tell me that he is not juggling his next round that are going in for the Gurgle. Look at this guy. What the hell?
I think he can go at any moment like, dude, where's my ball?
Dead Kennedy.
Hello, everyone. This is your captain speaking. If you look out the left side window, you will see the ice wall of Antarctica.
I would get off the phone right at instant. No matter if it's in the air.
Oh man, that guy. What would we call him here? Chin Nuts. Let's call him Chin Nuts. My God, he's funny. That was amazing. Aimee Hogan's up. Aimee, what do you got?
Yes, I have. John Rapp says the most animated he got when he was thinking of cartoons, and then Otto von Skidmark says 1,000-yard stare from an ignorant ring piece. And then I know. And then Glover Mom says the U.S. has Nathan Thompson, Nathan Roberts, and Daniel Pratt. for the flat earth.
Okay, that is a nasty list. Oh.
Yeah, okay, you win. We,
Yeah.
we,
America! Fuck yeah! I mean, no.
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 To be fair.
I'll tell you what,
Scotland,
right? Yeah,
Wait a
someone
minute.
brought up Daniel Pratt.
Monkey. Wait.
Go.
Stick him with
You
the
guys
sword.
have all the fluffs, right? But Scotland has all the Del cows. I saw it in the comment somewhere in the chat.
Del cows.
Del cows.
I've never heard of a Del cow before.
No.
Let's be in verbal. Post your video, mate.
Well, I say we slap this guy in the throat so he swallows his meal, and we move on because we have Babe's Troglodyte and the Idiot Report. So why don't we kick in the Idiot Report and watch something that's actually worth fucking watching? What do you say, Tatty? Cue this up.
It's doing my fucking head in. It's a pile of fucking shit, and you know Babes will rock.
Exactly. Fuck this guy.
Rocket.
Welcome to the Shills Halftime Idiot Report. I'm Babes Troglodyte reporting. Tonight, I'm departing from my standard debunk format to share my own personal thoughts on celebrities endorsing Flat Earth. That's right, folks. Celebrities are not using their fame to endorse Wheaties, shampoo, or a children's toy. They're jumping on the Flat Earth bandwagon. Celebrities such as Mike Tyson, Millie Bobby Brown, Carl Frock, and rapper B.O.B. These people are sportsmen, artists, and singers. As a group, they are entertainers. They are not scientists. Flat Earthers tell us to do our research, and part of that research commands us to consider the credentials of sources. Is an entertainer a qualified individual when it comes to stating that the Earth is flat? Unless your name happens to be Brian May, lead guitarist of Queen, who is also a physicist, I don't think so. Is this just the fad du jour for Hollywood entertainment stars, or maybe a reason to seek YouTube publicity for a flagging career? Or are they as fallible and uneducated in science as any flat earther? If I'm going to seek medical advice, I'm not going to talk to Madonna or Hugh Laurie. I'm going to speak to a bona fide medical doctor. When it comes to researching and learning more about the world around us, I think it makes a lot of sense to read books and articles by educated scientists, credible sources with accurate information, as opposed to the hop on the flat earth bandwagon who are no more educated than your average flurf. The inherent danger of celebrities pushing conspiracy theories is that the media will give them an amplified voice compared to the average scientist toiling away in obscurity. These unsung heroes of science have brought us things like microwave ovens, cell phones, computers, and masterminded a trip to the moon. It's my opinion that these men and women should be celebrated on the bubblegum trading cards that kids look up to as their heroes, rather than the flash in the pan celebrities with no scientific credentials. Entertainers and sportsmen have their place in society, which is in part to make people happy, a worthwhile cause. However, if they want to be a scientist, they should go back to school or conduct credible research to back their claims. Otherwise, they're just another idiot. And now back to you, Dick, and the Shills Live Show.
All right, everybody. Babe's Troglodyte never disappoints. What do you say? Another 10-pointer in the bag, done and dusted. Love it when Babes joins the panel. And we got to get to Dead Kennedy in Space right away here.
I just wanted to say something about that video because I always love the Idiot Report with Babes. It's fantastic. But I'm going to offer a tiny criticism, which is the very first celebrity she mentioned was Mike Tyson. And that's a very recent thing. And if you look into it, it kind of seems like he was just high and like indulging in an idea. So I don't 100% know if Mike Tyson is a flat earther. I think we need to check into that because come on, Iron Mike, you've been around the world and back. But also,
there you go.
Actually, right, I don't think Mike Tyson's a flat earther at all. I think that's utter bullshit. I boxed for years as a kid, and Mike Tyson was my idol, and I don't believe that bollocks. I'd be fucking like, I'll shoot myself in the fucking brain if he is. Yeah, that's all I've got to say.
I'm hoping not. Ted Kennedy, you want to call that announcement out for us?
Yeah, we had. Can someone just the first name? It was what was it? H Allison just became a patron. Although I want to say that seems suspiciously similar to another name that we had earlier. So I'm wondering if maybe that same person had like 2 different accounts or something. I don't know what happened.
Could
there.
Be. Yeah.
But, either way, we very much appreciate it. Thank you. And we also got Hannah Anderson as a patron. So thank you very much, Hannah Anderson.
Excellent. Welcome to the family, both of you. Thank you so much. It's great stuff. Now, we called time on Mumble Nuts, and because we just can't take that crap anymore. And we've had an unbelievable Babes Idiot Report. We had that other bullshit in the beginning. Maybe we should look around the table for a few thoughts on what we've experienced so far. Who is going to have something that is going to absolutely ruffle the feathers of all that sword gets near? Could it be Ragical?
Well, we went from a fishbowl that was upside down to a mumbling dipshit who is actually a dick flute, a professional one. I can attest to that. And oh boy, thank God for Babes throwing in some logic in there.
Oh, she saves us so often on this show. Oh, that whole fishbowl thing in the beginning. Don't you think it would have been more effective had the dumb broad actually shown in the beginning that it had the indent in the middle, so there really was a firmament dome and the water was sitting on top? We couldn't fucking tell.
We wouldn't have taken the piss half as much.
You got to keep in mind that these people function on a different level, right? They function on a lower level, not a higher level. They basically assume that we know what they are thinking, and no, we can't lower ourselves to your level, so get on our level already.
Love it. How about Dead Kennedy? You want to throw into the hat here, wrap-ups on what we've done?
Yeah, man. So I've been thinking about it, and the Earth's flat because it looks flat. That's what it was tonight. It was just it was lazy. It was the laziest flirtical masturbation I've ever seen, and my God, get some energy, guys. Like, are you becoming breatharians and you need to eat? Like, what's wrong with you guys? You're not getting enough sleep.
Oh, that's a big list you just entered into, though. I'm not sure we're going to get the time to wrap it up. Oh, man. How about our monkey? Jut, you out there, buddy? I'm not sure that he is.
Or is he muted?
No.
Push the button.
You're muted, you dork.
Yeah, he's all drunk, sprawled out on the floor, on his back, can't get up. Somebody give that guy one of those help alert buttons, can we?
Fucking word, man. I was screaming at the mic again. I was fucking going, what's wrong with you bunch of idiots? I'm talking to you. And I'm not, am I?
Well, you think you are. But I got something for you, monkey, to shake you up a little bit there.
Don't you
I can help you out.
Ragical, you might have a sword, but this is my hood. Then, motherfucker, I ask the questions.
Well, I know your location now, monkey, so...
Unless you bring out... Where the fuck did that come from?
Blast that
I ain't
monkey.
arguing with this guy.
Oh, man, knocking the drunk monkey around. Oh, Aimee Hogan needs to jump in here, guys. Aimee, what's happening?
We've got a few comments here that are really good. Ugly German Truth said all the celebrities look like together they might get up to 104 IQ points on a warm day. And then Jehannam said, Willie Bobby Brown is a flurf. Fuck, I guess this is a bit of a letdown. And then Ugly German Truth said, Hugh Laurie might still be more qualified to give you health advice after playing house for 8 years than Dr. Oz or Dr. Albin, who is a dentist. And Forever Learning says, so they're uneducated among celebrities. No surprise there. And Mr. Victory says, if I was going to remodel a closet, I would ask Tom Cruise since he won't come out of my closet. Linda Bertelson says Mike Tyson has also been hit in the head many times too. And then Ugly German Truth said, not Tim Allen, your closet would end up with more power. And then Victory Mr. Victory called that last guy in the video Mumble McMumble Sugar Nuts.
Oh, I like that one.
I do too.
Awesome. I think he won up me
I've got
there.
a few words for him. I mean, he's a fucking like intellectual reject, isn't he? A pube flossing, fucking shit nuggeting, penis faced muppet.
Could have been it.
Pube
Damn.
I love it. I love it. Dead Kennedy.
I'm not coming out the closet. I was thinking about Millie Bobby Brown being a flat earther, and I just have to say this live on the air. Fuck you, Shane Dawson. You made 11 from Stranger Things a flat earther. Fuck you.
Yeah, there you go. Good call out. I wonder if Anti-Flatter doesn't have anything to add to the discussion at this point.
See, unlike you guys, I'm going to be nice and polite, and I'm going to say, I just want to take the time to thank Mumble McNuts for being unable to form even the most basic of sentences. Because McMumble Nuts, you are a fucking idiot.
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey. Definitely a shit
Oh no,
sack.
that was a good one. Something familiar for the folks, right? I like it very much, very much. And let's see here. I do believe that we got a couple people that I got to bypass for a second. We better look to the Sarcastic Barman.
Oh, God, all I can say about those last few videos is thank God I'm wearing earphones, because they held my brains in until bloody Babes came on and my brain sort of reformed a little bit to hear her lovely voice. But Jesus Christ, those two people were idiots of the highest goddamn order. If there was prizes for idiots, proper prizes, they would both be in the goddamn running.
Well, I agree there, man. Indeed, indeed. Pretty painful in a lot of ways, wasn't it? I gotta say, holy.
To be fair, there is a prize for being an idiot. Team CUNT does it. It's called Dumb Fuck of the Year.
Yeah. We might have to look into something like that, Good shout from Coral Hayward here was directed to myself. I needed a laugh. I'm having a shitty day. And it was in the chat, but I hope we helped there a little bit. Maybe we tossed a couple your way and put a little smile on. That's the idea.
Do you know what? Actually, you want a real good laugh? Wait till you see the real size of Dick Dawson.
Hey.
She actually knows me, so I will kill you, Flatter. Who's up next on the list here? Steaming Cup of Reason, buddy. What's happening your way?
Not a whole hell of a lot. All I gotta say really is if it wasn't for the fact that the heart and lungs are involuntary muscles, these guys would be fucked.
They would definitely be fucked, mate.
Dear.
Oh, that's a really
Either that or
good
they'd
one.
be more stupid. They wouldn't even be able to tell us how stupid they are.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like listening to radio stupid. I mean, like you're listening to DMAS 10 to the negative 17 on your FM dial, where stupidity reigns supreme and the IQ points to dribble out your ass.
And if you think you're gonna be stupid, you need to try harder.
Indeed. Indeed. Who's next on the wrap-up list here? I wonder if AB Science is back in action here. Are you there, buddy? Or maybe not. He might not be. I'm not even sure. It's not looking good. Should we check with Tattie-Bogle and see what... Eh?
He was in the chat a moment ago.
Yeah, there
I'm very
was.
proud of him.
I thought. Yeah, I thought there was a little chat in there that said he had to be back in a second. But we should check with Tattie-Bogle while we wait. What do you think of this nonsense, buddy?
Oh, that was absolutely spectacular tonight, man. And see, I'm just very happy that we didn't get to the reserve video, because if you thought those two were bad, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Right, actually. It is absolutely stupid.
Yeah, but we haven't gotten away from it because it's just queued up for next time. Don't you dare. No, no.
Oh, what a pile of underwear that we're going to absolutely rip to shreds and enjoy just for you.
I got to play a little bit of devil's advocate in defense of fucking Chucky Numbnuts there. At least he didn't video himself in portrait mode.
Hey, okay, yeah, that's true.
Where is that?
I tell you what, people, right?
Or in his car.
I really want to say some freaky shit. I want to say some freaky shit. And, you know, sometimes I, can't think of everything. I bet you guys have got some freaky shit. So.
And Sir Ragical. Sir Ragical's up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that this guy, he is lower than Pratt on the scale. And for my Sillies experiment, I have Pratt as the control. So basically, anything lower than Pratt is not gonna go into the order of the Sillies. So, it's not gonna happen. So Dark Knight Apologetics actually asked the question if I wanted to have him in the order. No, he's below Pratt.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna have to dig a new dungeon for that kind of filth.
I need a deeper dungeon.
Yeah, you need a new level. We got to get towards purgatory here. Oh, maybe we should get the casual spaceman in for a wrap up here. What are you thinking, buddy?
Oh, Christ, what's the world coming to when you have to measure yourself against Pratt, or anybody should measure themselves against Pratt? Jesus Christ. But with these videos, I can only think of one word, really, and that's drugs. That's really all. I think we're gonna have to check some more people. Yeah, we're gonna have to check some more people into rehab, to be honest with you, because we mentioned drugs about both of them, and that mumble guy definitely was on something, and he was definitely fiddling as well, like you said, Dick. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah, juggling the man vegetables deep down in the throat must give off a really good high, because holy fuck is he on it? That was insanity.
Well, I was on something as well. I was on the fucking branch of a tree.
It could be stoned and jacking one off at the same time. Who knows?
Now, I wonder if we shouldn't check in down at the Antarctic Defense Force, or maybe up to the Kremlin. Anti-Flatter, who's home?
Hang on, let me look around. Yuri, you still about? Oh, what is it this time? Right, the guys want to talk to you. Give me a moment. Fucking who's coming right when I'm drinking vodka? It's like, what the fuck? Hey, what's up, everybody?
Yuri, you were sitting there watching in the background. What did you think of tonight's bullshit?
Well, I can tell one thing. I need to go back to bottle shop. I've run out of vodka from fuckwit.
Really had it hitting the bottle hard, did it? That must be, actually enjoyable for you, though, isn't it?
Well, let's put it this way. When I started, I had cabinet full of vodka. Now vodka all gone, and fucking just starting to recognize objects. It's not good.
Yuri is a dog.
Well, let me put a call out to the viewers. If any of you are related to a communist-leaning guy who thinks he's a debunker but is kind of a schmuck, and you have a spare liver, Yuri's going to need it. Give us a shout. Let us know. We'll hook everything up. We could probably shoot you $50 or something for it. I mean, we'll make it up to you. No problem.
Yet, in Soviet Russia, vodka help liver.
And let's look to AB Science and see what he's got to say for a wrap up on tonight's episode. I do believe he is around now.
Oh yes, I'm back.
What are you thinking, buddy? That was some crazy shit, man.
I mean, my God, they're fucking idiots, and they're slow in every conceivable way. I don't really know what to say. I've kind of lost the will to live.
I feel for you, bro. I'll give you a haircut.
Well,
drugs.
The haircut and drugs.
fucking
I think I
haircut.
need some of that.
Yeah.
A bit of both.
I've got
It
a
will
bar
help.
full of rum.
Trust me, mate.
What kind of barber shop are you running?
Oh.
Oh,
What?
we lost the dick
What?
there.
Have we lost our dick?
We've lost our
Holy
dick.
hell!
no.
We lost our dick.
We lost our
Back.
dick.
Oh no! Am I
Big dick
back?
man pulled out for a bit.
It's not often.
Am I
It's
back?
not-
Why don't we
not-
get? Why don't we
It's in the
get?
back.
Let's get Aimee Hogan in here for her thoughts on the evening's activities.
Oh my. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that with the gentleman in the second video. What was that? I don't know.
I won't worry about it. Just make sure you get a good night's sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, just trying
You
to
ever
throw
see
that
that
one out
guy?
of my mind.
If you ever see that guy standing within 10 feet of you, just make sure he doesn't get any on you. You'll be okay.
Just run. Yeah, and Babe's report, that was awesome as usual. She's right. She was great. So and I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you everybody else in the chat for coming and chatting with us too. Thank you.
Good words. Love him very
Absolutely.
much. So, does anybody have a last word they want to get in?
Just to say the same. Like, thanks everyone for coming. It's absolutely awesome that you all joined us, and brilliant. Love you all, man.
Okay, well, let's turn to the casual spaceman for the second last word of the night. Buddy, you're up.
Yeah, just want to say, first of all, in the chat, I want to get your clap emojis ready because we still thank him all the time. But, you know, there's one thing I've actually realized when it comes to streaming and things like that and do presentations, it can be pretty hard work, right? And when it goes wrong, it's pretty stressful, trying to keep it all together. And I think Tatty does an awesome job. And I think in the chat, if you can show a bit of love, a bit of appreciation, a bit of clap, you know, some hearts or whatever, showing some love. So yeah, well done, Tatty. Honestly, you do a great job in the background and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely. But again, I just want to thank you very, very, very much for having me on the show. It's been a blast. It always is. You know, I love the Shills. I'll come on anytime you want. I'll keep supporting you. I'm a Patreon now, so and I keep doing that. Anybody else, become a Patreon. You get some perks. It's really good. So keep joining.
Well, Spaceman, we love having you on. As we say, you're on the list. You're on all the time coming up. We love it, man. Absolutely. And let's turn to our guest for the night for the last word, Ragical the Unhallowed Knight.
It was a blast here. Is my microphone on? Okay, it's on. Hey, I almost made a Jutmonkey mistake here.
Don't you fucking bring me into this.
Hey. When we do the microphone thing, you are the one we bring in for technical support, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this show was pretty amazing. I still am looking at my fish here. I actually have a goldfish, just for your information there. And he's really angry at me. He's swimming really frantically around this bowl right now. And he's, ooh.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Get hold of it.
Yeah. She put it in a bag and used it as a light source.
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't know. This is a really scary fish. It bites and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
But yeah,
well,
I'm not
surprised.
The Hillbilly Bear. I mean, the Hillbilly Bear is one of the favorite shows I have, and he basically ruined it for me.
Yeah.
And I do believe my ride is here. I mean, yeah, there he is. So I'll see you guys later. My ride is here. Here I go.
Yay! Here we go.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
On that one.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell are we going to say? That was the Silly Shill Show. We're the Shills. We have to thank the most amazing casual spaceman for sitting in on the panel as a shill tonight. We had Ragical the Unhallowed Knight, one of the greatest guests you could ever have on a live stream. And we're the Shills. That's the Silly Shill Show. Remember, folks, flat Earth is a disease, and it could seriously take you down and fuck your shit up. Get yourself inoculated, get to a fucking library and read a book. It could save your life. On that note, we're out of here, folks. Goodbye. See ya.
Catch you on the flip side.
Bye,
everyone.
Rockets.